CYA. 1 week later, after being around the Yeatras for a week, Keisha becomes acutely aware of how the Yeatras are operating and what they are doing with the black men. Keisha decides that she needs some male assistance and muscle if she is going to generate more prosperity with the Yeatras. Meanwhile, she was receiving all kinds of various gifts from the Yeatra. The Yeatras recently gave her the current new top-of-the-line Mercedes. Keisha is hungry this particular morning and decides that her hard efforts in delivering the niggas from the previous night have earned her a Danish and some high-end coffee. James is off duty at a donut shop and notices Keisha in the store. James knew it was Keisha and has seen her in the night scene quite often. Every time James sees Keisha, it is usually with a baller or someone James believes has a lot of money. James always envisions those men being able to get behind her bare ass and go at her doggy style. These visions always make James angry. It should be me, he thinks. James believes that he should be the guy getting all up in that ass, slapping it and making it jiggle. James takes advantage of his chance to talk to Keisha.
Girl, you shouldn't have to pay for anything here.
Keisha looks back at James and smiles.
Oh, I'm sorry I haven't returned your phone calls lately, James. I've been busy.
Keisha received her coffee and Danish from the cashier and went to sit at the booth. After James gets his coffee, he follows Keisha to the cabin. Keisha can see James appearing first for her in desperation for relevance. The last time Keisha talked to James involved James paying her phone bill. James looks at her car keys and looks outside the window.
Sounds like you doing well.
She smiles.
Oh, yeah, I found my niche in life.
James smiles and asks,
What's that?
Keisha looks at James sternly and rebuts,
Aren't you tired of looking after these lost causes and protecting these worthless niggas?
James holds his chin.
Yeah, but it's a living. Hell, it's the job. And the way this Devontae guy's been putting pressure on the department, it's a possibility I could lose it.
Keisha knows she is starting to reach James mentally, so she presses on.
Are they paying you over there? I mean, how do you like your job?
James laughs. Keisha notices a black person getting close to her car, admiring it and looking at it. So she grabs her car keys and turns on the alarm. The alarm is loud, and the person next to the car is so stunned that he suddenly clutches his heart and falls to his knees. Keisha and James both look at the man clutching his heart by her car. Keisha smiles. James does not feel the need to get up. James knows he should get up and help the man, but something is holding him back. James realizes he didn't give a damn. Keisha knows James has these feelings and can see it in his eyes. She had these feelings also, long ago.
Are you ready to make some real money?
James looks at the man on the ground clutching his heart. The man is reaching out, expecting a hand to save him.
How?
Keisha smiles.
All I need you to do is turn over some of your regular thugs over to me, especially ones that nobody will care about if they come up missing.
She bargains. James stares at Keisha for a moment and casually asks,
What's gonna happen to the guys?
Keisha chuckles for a moment.
I didn't think you cared anymore.
James gasps.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't get caught up in something sloppy that I have to serve a bid for.
Keisha smiles.
This gonna be some easy money. Can you start tomorrow?
James finishes his coffee.
I'll see what I can do.
They shake hands as the man in the street takes his final breath. After securing some law enforcement, Keisha needs to acquire one more item. Keisha walks down the street and notices a large, powerful-looking black man picking up his clothes off the street. A large black woman is yelling at him from a high window.
Take your shit, motherfucker!
The large, heavy-set black woman then throws down his 4-year-old Jordans that he shines on a daily basis on the street into the mud from the new rain that falls from the sky. The big black man looks up yelling,
"Why you doing me like this? You're my lady."
The black woman pauses for a moment, then continues shouting,
Because you ain't shit. You trying to fuck all these young hoes and you a worthless nigga. And we don't need your funky ass nigga. You don't pay no bills. I pay the motherfucking bills. You got a weak ass dick and you got shitty drawers.
The lady then throws his underwear onto the street, one of them landing right on his face with an obvious shit stain in the middle. Keisha recognizes the big black man.
Ain't you Slim?
The man turns towards her.
Keisha? Girl, long time no see.
The fat black woman in the window yells,
You been fucking that bitch too? Well, you can take his shitty drawers with ya, bitch. I'm done with this motherfucker. He ain't on this fucking lease. He don't handle his business. He just a fat ass kid.
Keisha walks over with Slim to his car. Slim has just been humiliated and emasculated by his ex-girlfriend in front of the whole neighborhood. His muscles and large body is rendered meaningless. Keisha knows that Slim is easy pickings. His low self-confidence that is already fragile has taken another devastating hit. It is the fourth woman Slim has had to be relying on for a place to stay and live. And Slim is tiring of living this existence and needs a way out. Anything is better than his current situation. Slim goes to his car with his life in his hands and has to maneuver the cheap clothes and sportswear that he possesses inside his domicile. It is a rusty old Honda. It is evident to Keisha that Slim has been living in his car. There are blankets and food wrappings all over it. Slim is placing his things in the trunk of his vehicle. Keisha taps Slim on the shoulder.
I got a business proposal for you.
Slim looks up.
What do you want me to do, lady?
Keisha takes a wad of cash out of her purse.
Whatever is necessary.
Keisha states and then hands Slim the money.